Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. How is everybody? Is there anybody in the room yet? We're going to give everybody some time. I know it's kind of early, but I like to take my time with you guys and didn't want to go late into the night, right? So say hello when you get into the room. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. So guys, my back was hurting. I did my sacred bath and I was a little achy. I think it's the energy that my body's wanting to let go of and is having a hard time with. And so I took a muscle relaxer. And so I'm feeling a little woo-woo. And I think that's probably good news. I usually channel really good when I'm a little woo-woo. We got 2 people, 1 thumbs up. Are you guys going to say hi? Let me know who's here. Hi, Sammy. How you doing? So, guys, I didn't do a channeled message. I have a friend from school that I grew up with whose daughter is missing. So if you guys could say a prayer for her, I'd appreciate it. I'm not going to mention any names, but her daughter is an adult daughter, and she is missing. And we're hoping that we'll find out that she's just having fun with friends and, doesn't want to talk to anybody because she's an adult. Hi, Marcia from Kansas City. Is that Missouri or Kansas? I am not good with geography. However, so guys, I just spent the last hour taking a sacred bath. I used my crystals. I used Himalayan pink salt. I lit candles. I still have my intention candle, which was donated to me. Look how beautiful. From my dear friend Stephanie, Missouri. Someone I know was born there. I'm not going to tell who. But if you guys know me well, you probably already figured it out. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that she's okay. I did a reading on her, and I'm hopeful. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if my intuition is on or not because I'm very deeply invested. But my intuition tells me she's okay. So I didn't do a channeled message. I was too busy doing spiritual work around finding her. And so I'm just going to channel. We're going to wing it. We're going to wing it. So we got 5 people in here. And I'm going to do this candle service first because a lot of people let me know that they're not always available to stay for the whole thing. And they would like to do the ceremony first. So I'm gonna give it, we're 4 minutes in. Let's give, I don't know, another 5 or 6 minutes. Hi, Angela in Scotland. Wow. That's a long way away. How is the COVID thing? I hate to say it live, but how's everybody over there? Is it bad? Is it good? Hi, Nick from Greece. Holy crap. It amazes me that I can reach people that far away. I'm so glad that you guys are here, part of our tribe, right? Greece. How's it in Greece? Is everybody, what's it like? Are you in lockdown? Is everybody healthy? Is what's going on in your guys' neck of the woods? Might as well talk for a few minutes, give people a chance to get in, right? I know 5:30 in the afternoon, it might not be a good time. A lot of people are still cutting off of work or driving home or making dinner. Thumbs up, guys, if you don't mind, please. I've never done it in a live. So last time, I believe somebody said you had to exit out of chat and go to the actual video and give it a thumbs up, and then you can hop back into chat. I don't know how that works. But if you know how, I'd appreciate those thumbs up, because that sure does help me out. Not in lockdown, but the situation is not good health-wise. Is that as a collective, or what about, or are you talking about your health, Nick? And Angela says they're coming out of lockdown, hopefully good for good. 10:37 there. Yeah, usually my lives go for a couple of hours at least, and so I didn't want to be here after the sun goes down, because then it gets dark and I got to turn fake light on. So, Nick, I hope your health is good. What time is it in Scotland, or I mean Greece? What time is it in Greece, Nick? Okay, good. What time is it there in Greece? Are you in the middle of the day, middle of the night? Hi, Sage. How you doing? All right, so let's see. We got 7 people, 4 thumbs up. Not bad. It's about half of you. It's a little more than half. 12:37 a.m. Wow. Did you stay up just to join us? Or are you just a night owl? You know, actually, everything is great. I mean, we've been manifesting like crazy over here. My family, well, I was saving money for a 4-wheeler for Jesse. And that kid has been manifesting like crazy. It's all he talks about is he wants a 4-wheeler, a big 4-wheeler. He's got a little one, but he wants a real one because he's going to be 12. And he's been doing some heavy manifesting. And he's actually, I think, convinced my sister Trudy, because she went out and bought one. Now, she says she manifested that, but I'm telling you, I think Jesse did. I miss you too. Miss you too, Sage. Life be crazy, huh? So, actually, things have been great here. I guess I was a little down because I was worried about the eclipses. The last time I went through these big eclipse with the blood moon was 2.5 years ago. It's when my awakening, I've been awakening for years, but it's when I got hit by God's 2x4. I mean, everything. I went through the dark night of the soul and all the purging. It was crazy. I felt like I was stoned all the time. I was so in the ethers. And 2.5 years later, I don't look the same. I don't walk the same, talk the same, live the same, believe the same, eat the same, drink the same. I'm telling you, I'm a whole new person. And so I was worried. I was worried that these eclipses were going to kick my butt. And so far, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been busy. Like I've done, if you're not in Patreon yet, guys, I've uploaded like 20 videos. I don't know, I didn't count them, but a ton of videos over on Patreon. I'm teaching a tarot class over there on Patreon in the $22, the VIP. So I've been good. Like I haven't had any major purges. I was feeling really sad today because I found out that my friend's daughter was missing. But after getting into the energy, I don't know, I was getting two very different messages. One was not hopeful at all. And the other, but it didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. It felt like there was something trying to convince me of that. But I don't know. I'm hoping we're going to hear from her, because I got two very different messages. And I'm going to go with the one that I think is the best one. So there we go. She's going to be fine. You've been watching me for about a year and never had the chance to catch me live. And tonight you saw the notification before going to bed. Well, thank you, Nick, for joining us. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to channel, guys. I already feel spirit moving in. But I don't want to go into a deep channeling, because I want everybody to get a chance to do the candle service or the manifestation part of this first. But yeah, things have been going good here. How about you guys? Is anybody going through any tower moments, or, sudden upheavals, or unplanned deaths? Anything really weird? Hi, Emily. Hi, sweetie. And Tammy and Sam. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Hi, Virgo Empress. So, yeah, let me know. How's it going on? How are things going on for you guys? Because I expected explosions, tower moments, deep, heart-wrenching, pivotal awakenings. I don't know. But what's been happening for me is I got a creative bone. I mean, I created an intro to my videos. That was hard, guys. I am so tech stunted. Probably a 5-year-old could do it, but I couldn't do it. It took me 2.5 years, and I finally got one. And I almost put it up for everybody to vote on. And I thought, no, if there's one thing I've learned on my journey, is to trust my intuition. So I created it myself, and I liked it, and I kept it. I hope you guys liked it. If you've had a chance to see it. I created Patreon, and I've been doing tons of readings and been inspired for different themes. And it's only been since the first, guys. We're on the 10th. It hasn't even been 2 full weeks yet, and I've put up about 20 videos. You were super frustrated, emotional yesterday, but other than that, everything's normal. Dreaming of past and wanting to contact, not sure to follow. I like my intro, Tammy. I thought it was pretty cool. So Jude's having morning coffee in Australia. I know you always text me in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping. And I'm like, oh, I'll talk to her in the morning. So we've got 14 people. I was really hoping that we would get more people before I started the candle ritual. So I haven't heard from my DM. For those of you who follow me, who are on the Twin Flame or at least Ascension journey, thank you. I like my new glass. I need to dye my hair, though. Holy crap. Looking every day of my 53.5 years. Actually, almost 54. My birthday's next month. But yeah. Thank you, Sage. Yeah, I've got my positive energy vibe t-shirt on. Ready to hang out with you guys. Can you guys hit that thumbs up, please, please, please? And yeah, so I'm going to, let's see. Oh, God, it's been 15 minutes already, and I'm just rambling. I told you guys, I took a muscle relaxer, and I'm feeling a little woo-woo. Not super woo-woo, but a little woo-woo. And so the channeled message ought to be fun. I am so psychic when I'm high or numb, I guess you want to say, because I don't really get high, but I like a little numbness every now and then I really get into spirit, right? This, though, is just a muscle relaxer. My back was hurting, and I knew I had to sit at this table for a couple of hours, so I went ahead and took one. And so, yeah, channeling ought to be fun tonight, guys. You have your unicorn PJs on. I usually show up in my pajamas. I really do. But I thought, you know what? Today, I think I might I took my sacred bath. Oh my God, it was so beautiful, guys. My ritual on the new moon, sometimes on the full moon, but not always, usually the new moon. I want to wash away the old and sanctify and set my intentions for the new. And so I take a sea salt bath. I put Himalayan pink sea salt. I guess it's sea salt, Himalayan pink salt. And I had essential oils. I used orange oil. I used lavender, and I used frankincense. And I set all my crystals up. I lit my intention candle. I'm going to say it again. One of our viewers, Stephanie, sent me these beautiful intention candles, right? And I wrote my intentions on it, and it's been burning since this morning. It's about half gone. But it's going to burn until it doesn't burn anymore. I'm going to be here watching it. I started it early this morning, and I'm going to let that sucker burn to the bottom. New moon ready. That's right. I did prayer and meditation and incantate. You name it, I did it. Okay. And so I got out and I thought, should I put my jammies on or should I dress for the occasion? And I thought I was feeling pretty dang good. I was going to put on my positive vibe energy t-shirt, hang out with you guys for a couple of hours. And I don't even know what we're going to channel for this moon. Usually I sit down with a pad and paper and I have the message already prepared for you. I'm going to wing it. And we're going to see what comes up, right? So anybody else? No tower moments? No communicate if you're a twin. Some of you are, some of you aren't. Any communication? Any realizations? Any release ceremonies? I mean, what are you guys doing out there? Personally, I always do a release. It never sticks, but I do a release all the time. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. Let's just cord cut on this whole twin flame thing. And yeah, I feel good for a couple of days. And then boom, there's those signs and synchronicities again, or dreams, or it's crazy, guys. Crazy. Like if spirit can't get me coming, they get me going. And I'm 90% going. Yeah. I mean, I see a trend. There are waves. I told you that. I've got a couple of twin flame friends who are already in semi-union. They're dating, they're talking, they're communicating, they're testing the waters, I guess. And then there's quite a few of us who are just living our highest and best lives, working on our own healings, and our DMs are off doing whatever DMs do when they're not in union, right? So I feel good, though. I feel really good. I don't feel like I'm no cognitive dissonance. I don't feel like I need to cry. I don't feel like I'm grieving. I mean, that could hit me later tonight. Who knows? But right now, I feel pretty darn good. And so we're up to 23 people. I'm going to do the service. So guys, if you need to take a moment, get yourself a drink. I got some iced tea. Get you a candle. If you don't have any, I use the spell candles, but you can use whatever you got. Just know that I like mine to burn to the bottom. So if you only have great big giant candles, I don't think I'd use that unless that's the only thing I've got. Okay. But tea light candles, those burn quickly, a couple hours, they're done. We'll probably be on here for a couple hours anyhow. So I'm using the black protection candle. I'm going to carve on mine. What I use to carve on mine is just an old, what do you call it? Mechanical pencil. There's no lead in it. And I blunted the tip by banging it. I warmed it up, banged it down so that it doesn't really like massacre my candles, but it does carve in them nicely. And so I'm using a black protection candle because I do believe that there are some darker energies that are still kind of in their death throes that would really like to stop the light workers from being where they're supposed to be. That's right, Angela. We got things to do. Rihanna. I'm in communication with Twin Flame, but I've been feeling a shift in my feeling, like I'm starting to detach. Hi, Colonel D. Is it Colonel? I'm glad you came across our path too. So we're going to do the ritual. I'm going to give you guys just a minute. I'm going to talk like some idiot, just for a few minutes. I'm going to kill time. If you want to get a candle and a lighter, a flame safe container to put your stuff in, because we're going to set our intentions. We're going to burn them. I use a conch shell, which I have in the floor right now. I saved my ashes from the blood moon, full moon, and I'm going to combine the two together tonight. So I've got ashes from both. And then after our ceremony and I get off, I'm going to take it out and let the wind take it. Because I'm letting go and I'm calling in all in one. But you guys can do whatever you want. So protection, this is for communication, because I think a lot of us need to be able to have clearer communication with one another and with source and with our people or person. And this is the great I am. We are going to manifest I am, and you're going to write it down. I want, or I will, right? I am. We're going to make those big, bold I am statements, and you get to write whatever you want on your candle. I'm going to do a collective for everybody. I already did my own ritual as personal, but this is going to be for the collective. So I'm setting my intentions for everybody. I use anointing oil. You don't have to. I use crystals. You don't have to. I'm going to burn some sage, so you don't have to. Oop. All right, let's see. Let's burn some sage, maybe even some Palo Santo. I got both here in the bowl. We're going to clear some space. And yes, if you guys would all pray for my friend's daughter, I would appreciate it. Can't really read for a friend because my ego wants to say that everything's fine. And sometimes my intuition is arguing with my ego. So if any of you are mediums and you want to help out, I'd appreciate it, because I think I'm too invested. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to write protection on this, because protection, I think, is important anytime you're doing any kind of intention work. Because the opposite polarity is always there to intervene, right? So protection. So if you're of the light, the dark will try and come in and mess things up. And if you're of the dark, the light will come in and try and mess things up. I know all of my people are of the light, so I ain't too worried about that. All right. What happened to my lighter? Can't have a ritual without a lighter. Oh, and I have two on the floor. One of these don't work. Is it this one? Nope, this one works. All right. So I'm going to put protection in its handle or candle holder. I melt the bottom, guys. Let a couple of drops fall into the candle holder. And then I let it harden so it's standing. So that one is for protection. This one is for power. Let me get the crap out of it. All right. This one I am putting intentions. I am powerful. Creator. All right. I got that one. Let's melt a little off the bottom. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to anoint them after I'm done. I got one more to do. Let me use this candle holder. I am writing on this one. I communicate clearly. And I write receive. You can write whatever else you want, but I'm writing receive on mine because I want to receive clear communication and I want to give clear communication to whomever needs it. All right. So I set my intentions. You guys can set yours any way you want to. I've been seeing trends in the collective. I've been working on the monthly zodiacs. They will be up by the 14th, late the 14th, for the 15th through the 30th. And so I've been working on those and I've been seeing some real trends when it comes to the energies. I'm sure it'll come out tonight with the tarot that we throw. But I have been seeing some trends in the need to communicate clearly, give and receive. And let's see, I'm going to put love. I have oil, guys. This is love oil. A friend of mine gave it to me. And I'm anointing each of these candles with it. Remember, guys, we're doing intention work. So set your intentions that all that you're asking for is done in love. Okay? The highest and best for all. We are not setting intentions to force anybody to do anything against their free will. We are manifesting for those who are willing to use their free will to do so. And guys, if you're trying to do like a love manifestation, you always need to set your intentions for the highest and best in free will. Okay, don't ever impose your will on somebody else. If you do, that's karmic and you're going to have to repay that karmic debt. Okay, so we always set our intentions for the highest and best. Hi, Steph, I'm using your candle, darling. It's hot. It's been burning all day since this morning. It was filled up to the top, and now it's like halfway down. Thank you, Francine. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you very much, Colonel D. Yeah, so me too. I've been trying. Thank you, Steph. Thank you. Thank you. May everyone's dreams come true. That's right. That's right. So now, we got to do an incantation first, okay? I found one on the internet because, like I said, I was trying to do some spiritual work around finding my friend. So I didn't have time to prepare for anything. So I'm kind of winging it, guys. All right. So if you would all like to pray along with me, first I'm going to say my own prayer and then I'm going to read the invocation. And if it doesn't resonate, you can always say cancel afterward, because I do not want you to do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. All right. So I am calling in all of the angels and guides, all of our spirit team that works with each and every one of us that views this video, all of the ancestors, the fairies, and the elementals, and our galactic families, if we have any, and all that work with us in the earthly planes from the higher planes. Dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it and make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection. Nothing but love goes out, nothing but love comes in. We are doing intention work with the highest and best intentions of all involved. I ask that you cast my ego to the outside so that I may be a clear channel for spirit messages. And I ask that everything that we set intentions for tonight will be heard. If it is of our highest and best, it will be received and it will be manifest. We ask. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so the invocation. Now, this is a separate prayer. The invocation is new moon. Under the dark of the new moon, I allow myself to be reborn and my intentions to take root. I believe in my being, my vision, and my worth. I set intention and focus now. I read that wrong. I set focus now on my intentions and honor the nurturing process. As I let go and allow my creative energy to provide sustenance for the fruit I will be bearing, I own my magic and I own my light, for that is what will guide me home even on the darkest of nights. We ask that it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now, I'm going to light these bad boys. Maybe. All right, Spirit, we ask that you hear our intentions. I'm going to put these over here. I've got a deck of cards lined up like this in a case to keep my fan from blowing on them, hopefully, because it's too hot for me not to have the fan blowing. Jar of Sacred Hearts, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I am so appreciative of you guys. You are my soul tribe. I mean, guys, I don't even want to go there because it sounds so darn egotistical. But when I realized my spiritual mission, when I started channeling, when I started going deep, I just felt so alone. I felt crazy. I felt like if I talked to anybody about what I was going through or what I was experiencing, that I'd be scoffed at or laughed at or institutionalized. And so I created, through guidance, I co-created a space where I could talk openly, freely, honestly, looking good and looking sad, right? In my jammies and in my street clothes, hair dyed, hair not dyed, makeup on, makeup off. I chose to show up because I knew that out there was probably people just like me. I mean, I couldn't really be that crazy, right? If I am, you guys are all crazy too. I'm just here to say that we're all nuts. And maybe we should just like form our own community, right? So that's what I did. I formed a community for those of us who are nuts, who think that we are old souls that are incarnated at this time to go through this awakening process of seeing all the numbers and the signs and the synchronicities and meeting people who are soulmates and sacred soulmates and twin flames and ascension partners and just death to the old. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but the old Tracy doesn't exist anymore. And on days when I try to pretend I'm her, like I go to karaoke or I go out with friends. Hi, Ginny, I'm crazy too, honey. When I go out into the world and I try to be normal, when I have to actually lower my vibration in order to be around people, I feel crazy. And it's nuts because like I don't go out very often, guys. I go shopping, I go to my families, you know, I go around people's energy that I jive with. But when I go out in the world and I'm going out, you know, where they're drinking or they're partying or, you know, stuff's going on, I listen, I feel, I know. There is so much dense energy out there. And I remember what it felt like to have all of that weight on me. That's right, Francine. It's the only way to be. Normal is highly overrated, Ginny says. Bidding for crazies. I'm telling you guys, I try to go out every Friday. I either take Jesse to the races, which isn't so bad. There's a lot of people there, but they're not really intermingling much, right? It's their focus. They've got something they're focused on. But when I go to karaoke, it's crazy. And if anybody in the room is friends of mine from Conneaut and you're just not talking, you will back me up. You know that there are some cray-crays in Conneaut. And the energy of Conneaut is so low vibrational. So many people living in poverty. So many people, you know, living out ancestral patterns of doom and gloom and destruction. And, you know, just like Jesus had to leave his hometown in order to channel for the collective to be the teacher. If people knew him as the carpenter, they weren't, or the carpenter's son, they weren't going to put any credence or value on the lessons that he was trying to teach. So I was kind of divinely guided out of my hometown. I'm not very far away because all of my family is still there, except for my daddy, who's over here. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you so much. 555, because we are initiating change, right? Change is here, darling. We're not victim of it. We are not victims of change. We are creators of change. And if you feel like you're a victim of change, then it's time for you to wake up and realize that you are a creator and then create the change you want to experience, because that's what like light workers do. And that's, I'm pretty sure, what each and every one of us are. If you found me, you're just as crazy as I am. If you resonate with me and my readings and my energy, you've noticed we're a small group, right? I mean, I collab with other big readers and I get a big growth spurt, and then they start falling off because not everybody understands me, and I get that. We are a secluded club, right? And if you're here and you resonate with me, you're part of that club, whether you like it or not. And if you don't resonate with me, then stick around. Maybe you will by the end of it, right? Because I do believe that there are so many more of our tribe out there right now going through this awakening process and waiting to be found, right? Or waiting to find. And I have faith that I am exactly where I am meant to be. Yep, that's right. High vibrational. I transmute energy. When I go into karaoke and I see the trauma, I'm so psychic, especially when I'm out having fun, because I usually like to eat a gummy. But I'm very in tune with spirit. And I see little things that other people don't see. I see everybody talking bad about one person, and that person's over in the corner, and they are so sad and they are so broken and so tormented, and usually from some kind of an abuse. And it's hard for me because I see it so clearly. I mean, I watched a girl accidentally out on the dance floor, a man accidentally bumped into her, brushed against her. And before she could mask it, I saw her recoil. I saw her energy just go, because I believe a man probably did some real damage to that girl. And even the slightest touch of a strange man, because I don't feel like she's that way with people that she trusts, but with people she don't know, her energy, she just shut down, boom, like an iron gate. And these are the things I see when I'm out doing karaoke. And I notice the energy around the songs that they choose too, right? People tend to like to sing karaoke, and they choose songs with lyrics that they resonate with. And so if you don't know much about a person, pay attention to the songs that they sing about, the songs that they choose to sing about. And so going out once a week is quite the treat sometimes for me. But I transmute that energy. I send love out. I radiate light into the darkest of the corners. And I just try to be the change that I want to see in the world. I just try to hold the light, just hold the light. Occasionally, my old me wants to try to fit in. And so thanks, Colonel. Yeah. When you feel connected, it's because we are. I mean, you're absolutely not here by accident. Nobody's here by accident. If you're here and you resonate with my energy, you're right here because this is what called you. This is your tribe. It's spirit guiding you, right to where you need to be. And so, yeah, I'm very, very intuitive. I have a hard time going out now. In the old days, I was as low vibe as they were. I wasn't open to my gifts. I had them. Usually when I experienced something of the gift nature, it was in dreams, and they would come in like a wrecking ball, because in a wakeful state, I didn't want to deal with it. So I was completely energetically closed off to receiving messages. So they like to come in my sleep through nightmares and, yeah. But I've changed. I don't know about you guys. I don't know when you started your journey. I don't know how far you are on it. Some of you I do, because I do readings for you and I do it often, right? But some of you guys are kind of new in the group, and I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm so grateful that you stayed, because a lot of people came from that collaboration with Rich, and not everybody stayed, guys. A lot of them exit stage left. And I'm human. It kind of hurt my feelings in the beginning, and then it was like Spirit said, oh no, we only want what's supposed to be here. Be grateful, because as they awaken, they, meaning the 3 waves of light workers that I'm supposed to be the oracle for, my spirit guides told me I was the oracle that incarnated at this time to help 3 waves. I don't think it's all the waves. I think it's people in the waves. I think they're tribe of some sort. But we are all here together, and I think that if you resonate with me, you are meant to be here. And whatever comes out of my mouth when I'm channeling is probably meant for your ears. And if it doesn't, and you feel the need to find another oracle, then I encourage that, because I want everybody to be in alignment. Okay. So Spirit, what would you like to talk about with the eclipses? I'm going to do the channeled message, let the candles burn a little bit. Then we're going to write out our intentions and burn it. Is that okay with everybody? Are you good? Or do you want me to do the written portion first? Because you got to take off. Hi, Crystal. So we already lit the candles. Do you guys want, let's just do the intention work. Let's get it done. So those who don't want to stick around for the collective read and the twin flame read and the light worker read and the channel message, all that stuff, they can go ahead and dart out and watch it hopefully later, right? All right, so look, this is my ashes from the blood moon, the full moon that was, what, 10 days ago or something like that? Not even? I don't know. But anyhow, they are, oh, and I'm taking my hair out of there. Don't want no spills with burnt hair, right? Anyhow, I chose, now you guys can do whatever you want. And obviously, I didn't tell you my intentions when I did it, but I kept the ashes. And that was an intuitive hit. I don't know why, but Spirit told me. There's the remainder. All the candles burned to the bottom except for the union candle, guys. There was some of the twin flame union candle left. So this tells me not everybody's in union. There are still those of us who have a little bit farther to go. There's more energy to be cleansed and cleared. So I put it in here. I'm going to try really hard not to melt it because I want to bury them all outside tonight under the new moon. All right, so let's write out our intentions because new moons are all about setting intentions for what we want to achieve. You could put a long-term goal or you can put short-term goals. I mean, I've been working on the same goals for a while now. I've been trying to manifest a kayak, and I got a brand new kayak. I got that a couple of months ago. Me and Jesse were trying to manifest a really, really nice four-wheeler, and my sister went and bought it, and we're free to ride it anytime we want, which is great because I was trying to manifest a truck so I could transport a four-wheeler because my little car won't pull a cart, but Trudy's will, my sister. And so we manifested it. She says she did, but I think we did. We manifested it in a way that we didn't have to put all the investment in it, right? But we still get the benefits of it. What else have I been manifesting? Growth in my business, which we grew quite a bit. I manifested some downtime. I took some time off from doing all the readings that I was doing, the private readings. I did some because I've got to live. I got to have money to live on, right? But I scaled way back because I wanted to create the intro for my videos. I wanted to create Patreon so we could have a community together where we could talk about whatever we want. Nobody's going to think we're crazy because we're all cray-cray together. So manifest, guys. What do you want to write down? Because, I mean, I've gotten a lot of what I was manifesting. But I've got more to go. So I'm writing mine down. You guys write yours down. We're going to take a quiet moment. Okay? No, love it. Sorry, guys. I've got a lot I'm asking for. All right, I'm going to stop it there because I'm like a little kid in a candy store with these eclipses. I'm thinking I can just manifest it all. All right. So thought I was done, didn't I? And I always sign mine. I am a powerful, conscious creator, co-creating with the divine my highest and best life. And so it is. Thank you. I always put thank you, thank you, thank you. It's kind of a pain to write that many times, but it's the Trinity, right? Threes are manifestations, expansions. All right. And I want to write on here too. Guys, if you feel called to, can you try and manifest good news about my friend's daughter? Good news. Her first name is Katie with a K. I'm going to put a big smiley face next to that one because that's my intent. I want to manifest that. All right. So I got all mine written out. You guys got all yours written out? Thanks, Francine. I know I got a new kayak. Now I just got to figure out how to transport the thing. Gonna have to go get me a lot of bungee cords. Do it old school, right? My little car is, I drive a Kia Soul, the little hamster car. All right, so where's my bowl? Are you guys ready? All right, so dear Mother, Father, God, all of the angelic realm and all of our spirit and ancestors, all that work with us, we ask that you take these intentions and bless them and send them off with our highest and best intentions. I'll show you guys how mine burns. Sometimes it burns twice. Sometimes it don't. There it goes. And mine burnt. Well, did it burn all the way, or is that just... Oh, it's still burning. That's why. Still burning. I thought it was out. There's still more to go. I'm pretty sure... No, I'm not going to do it. Spirit says it's doing fine. Just leave it alone. Okay. I wanted to make sure. Now I sift through mine to make sure everything burned. because I want all my intentions burned. I don't want anything left over. And now when we're done, I'm going to take this outside under the moon, the darkness actually, because you can't see the moon. But I'm going to take mine out, and I'm going to let the ashes be strayed to the four winds or the four directions. And I'm going to take that little piece of candle and bury it, because that's what you do when you have anything remaining from your candle. So if you do these kind of candles here and they burn down in the bottom and they don't burn completely out, usually I bury mine. Sometimes I put them in my planter outside. Sometimes, sometimes I put them in the fire pit because I want them to burn all the way down. And then the next time we have a big fire, the rest of the energy gets used up. Okay, so how'd you guys do? You can't burn yours. You'll put it in your shrine. Okay. Everybody does their own thing. They do it their own way. So, Steph, are you leaving? Or are you just sending love and light? All right, so I'm gonna do a channeled message. You don't want to burn the building. I live in a trailer court, in a trailer, and I just got 4 candles blazing here, and I just burnt sage, and I just burnt my intentions. I just have faith that we are divinely protected, Francine. You're going to do yours after dark tonight. Me too. I'm going to let the wind take mine. All right. So I'm going to, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to just get quiet for a second and ask my guides what they would like to talk about with this eclipse. Kind of what is the theme? Okay, so what I'm hearing is that anything that you were not prepared or ready to let go of, you made a conscious free will choice to take it with you. Because we just stepped through a portal, and most of us have already made up our minds about the old energies, okay? Most of us have already taken that mighty sword and cleared out toxic friendships or belief systems or relationships. Most of us have made our mind up, but I am hearing that there are a few who, there's more than a few. Spirit's saying there's quite a few people who are going, whose soul chose the ascension, and they're going where we're going. They're just coming later. I'm hearing Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate is going to be another portal, another opportunity for other people to, there's constant opportunities, okay? But Spirit's kind of telling me that these planetary alignments that have been prophesied for how many thousands and thousands of years through different religions and indigenous tribes and scrolls that are found, this is the time. We are now living in the new age, or the time of the new age. And so everybody who has chosen the ascension is already firmly on the path. Anybody who chose to stay behind, you'll know, you'll be able to see them, and you'll understand that they use their free will to continue to suffer. And it's a choice. It's not like a punishment from God. God doesn't want anybody to suffer. But part of being here, part of being a soul, is that we had certain experiences and lessons that we wanted to learn. And there are some souls that weren't ready. Not that they weren't ready, they chose not to go. Anybody who was ready was ready, and you're already firmly on. I'm hearing fourth density is already like people are walking on it. People are walking in it. But there are some people that just didn't choose it. They're just not ready. And so those people will end up eventually in another dimension, in another quantum time space reality, alternate reality. And in that alternate reality, they will get to choose what experience they want to have. And we're all quantum, guys. We're all in different realities, right? At any given moment, we're walking 2 or 3 timelines. But what I'm seeing, what Spirit's showing me, it's like Dorothy and Toto and all her friends that she met along the way. Those who are on the journey are firmly on the journey. They're already following the yellow brick road, right? They're already doing. They're. I don't know how to say it. Now I'm talking for a collective. It's like I'm trying to be very precise, but I can't be precise because there's so many on many different journeys and different timelines and different choices being made. We're so unique, guys. We are as unique as a snowflake. There isn't a single one of us doing this journey the same as another. Our stories might be similar. We might be on parallel vibratory timelines, but we're doing it our way, right? Like Burger King or Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to smile too much, but I'm a little bit, feeling light, feeling woo woo. Really digging the muscle relaxer at the moment, but I just feel like no judgment. I mean, everybody chose where they wanted to be. Everybody incarnated to do what they did. They made their choice, right? And so if there are people in our lives that fall away, that disappear, that you don't hear from again, maybe you hear through the grapevine about them. Maybe you think, oh, well, I heard that Joe is living in Topeka, Kansas, and he's married a farm girl and bought a farm, and they're happily living their lives, right? But if you have people that are close to you that just seem to disappear, it's because right now you chose to walk a different vibration than they did. And theirs could be higher than yours or it could be lower than yours, but it's not the same as yours, okay? And free will has that, just has that. Free will trumps, right? However, there are some destined paths. And so Spirit's showing me, paths that go like this and this and this and this, and then all of a sudden they cross. And so you can't lose anybody. They have their own path to walk. They have their own way to get there. But those who are meant to be in your life and your energy and in your future are going to be there. So it's like Spirit saying, even if it hurts, and for some people it does, we have to honor one another. and honor our choices and our free will. And we need to hold space, hold that portal, that frequency. We walk in that frequency so that we can hold that frequency. And they always get the invitation. They always get the opportunity to align with their tribe, with who they want to be, with who they have soul contracts with. So I guess what I'm trying to say in a very strange way is we all have soul contracts, and those soul contracts, if they're done, if they're over, if they're complete, they're gone. They're going. But the good news is the soul contracts that you have that are not done are always going to be there, because you have mission, you have contracts, everybody who's meant to be with you in your experience is there for a reason, and they're not going anywhere. And so, yeah, portals, eclipses are a conundrum. You are going to find that there are some people that you no longer vibe with, but you love deeply and dearly. You're going to find them going. You're going to find them taking the back roads, right? Wanting more experiences, wanting the longer journey. And so it's going to be a time of celebration, and it's going to be a time of mourning. And usually during eclipses, there are souls that choose to leave and go back to source. And a lot of you will experience some of that. You might hear about a friend from school that passed, or your neighbor, or an uncle or an aunt or a cousin or brother, sister, mother, father. That's normal. That's the circle of life, right? That's something none of us get to avoid. We don't get to choose that. That's their choice. And so, but then there are those that, they incarnated for this moment, for this experience, to be with you, co-creating with you in your experience. Some will be lessons, some will be teachers, some will be students. I just want everybody to know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, being exactly the way you're supposed to be being. And all those little niggles that you're getting about making and creating change, listen to those, because Spirit's telling you. And I hate to say it because I'm a tarot reader, but Spirit's clearly telling me that some of you guys are still giving away all your power to readers, that you're a little addicted to the psychic spying. But it's not with malintent. It's because you want clarity. I can feel it. I can feel the collective wanting clarity. But I'm supposed to tell you that clarity is in here. It always has been. You've always known. It's like when Dorothy, here we go with the Wizard of Oz again. I don't know what Spirit's channeling Dorothy to me for, but it's like when Dorothy was told by the wizard that she needed to get the broom of the Wicked Witch. Dorothy had each of the characters that chose to be on the journey with Dorothy. That means Toto, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Cowardly Lion, right? they chose the same journey. They chose the same story, the same path. And each of them had some fear to overcome. You know, the cowardly lion needed to overcome his cowardice. And the scarecrow wanted his heart chakra wide open. He wanted to be able to love and feel. Isn't it amazing? We were blessed with such a beautiful heart chakra. And how many times do we turn into the scarecrow and shut it down, block it off, hide it away? I've done it. I know you've done it because you found me and I've done it. But it's time, guys. It's time. We're on this journey together, right? The scarecrow. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I just got a correction in my ear. Spirit's like, okay, Tracy, focus. You're a little woo-woo, and it's not the scarecrow that's looking for a heart. Is it? What did the scarecrow want, guys? It's been so long. Let me look and see if anybody's saying anything. So yeah, okay, so the Tin Man wanted a heart. What did the scarecrow want? He wanted to be real. He wanted to be real, right? Tell me, guys, what did the scarecrow want? Was it to be real? I'm trying to channel for you, but Spirit's saying, Tracy, you're not listening. A brain. Thank you. He wanted a brain. See, that's what Tracy needs. She needs a brain. Yeah. All right. So back to the channeling. All right. I was giving instances for each of them. So the scarecrow wanted a brain. He wanted to be smart. He wanted to be recognized for what he was capable of creating with his mind, right? The Tin Man wanted a heart. The cowardly lion wanted bravery. And Dorothy, she wanted Toto to be safe. And she wanted to go home. And so Spirit's telling me to tell you that you've always known. You don't have to watch tarot reader after tarot reader after tarot reader after tarot reader, because all it's doing is confusing you. If you really want clarity, you need to pay attention, because Dorothy had everything she wanted the entire time. They all did. They all did. None of them had to be awarded or given anything. They had it the whole time. And so you already know the answers, right? Glenda the Good Witch just told you there's no place like home. You've never needed, you didn't have to overcome your fears and open your heart chakra and learn, become smarter. You chose to, you wanted to, but you didn't have to, because you always had the answers inside of you. They were always there, guys. They were never anyplace else. They're right here. Tune in to your inner knowing. I don't like doing that because I don't always get the answers I want. I get the answers, the truth, and the clarity. But it's not always what I want to hear. And that's why we go searching externally. You know, let's watch the next reading. Maybe the next reading will tell me something different. But you don't need that, because you already know. You know, I get people that reach out to me and say, hey, Tracy, there's this person, right? And when I met him, my whole life started taking somersaults and loops. And I started on this crazy journey to self-awareness and unification with parts of me that I always had and didn't remember. And every time I looked at them, all I saw was me. And then you guys ask me, is this my twin flame? Is this my twin flame? Guys, I'm getting to the point where I don't care. I don't care. Titles, schmitles, right? Whether it's a heart or a brain or magic shoes or courage. We've got them all. We've got them all. We've never been separate, guys. We've never been separate. I think the catalyst for our journey, whatever title you want to put it on, whether you say it's a high-level soulmate, maybe you went on this journey all alone, and God bless you. God bless you. I sometimes wonder why I didn't make that choice myself. Or maybe I did, right? Maybe that's exactly what I did. But anyhow, the clarity thing, I suffer too, guys. Yeah, Dorothy wanted a home. She wanted a home where her dog was safe, where people couldn't control her and tell her what to do, right? Thank you, Jude. So you might be, I'm addicted to YouTube. That's a God's honest truth. I gave up TV. It was too low vibrational. I couldn't handle it. I went to my sister's house the other night and we had dinner together, and her husband put on the movie The Conjuring. Okay. Now I've met the Warrens, Lorraine, and what was her husband's name? I have been to some big expos, some big psychic conventions, medium conventions, paranormal conventions, and I met the Warrens as much older people. And the story is supposed to be about the doll Annabelle and about Lorraine Warren's and her husband losing their daughter. But man, the way Hollywood beefed it up and turned it into something so dark and so low vibrational, I had to leave. I couldn't watch it. So I got rid of TV a long time ago. Carolyn, you're so over it. But I have to tell you, darling, you got to be careful with the ego too, because we've all been there where we're like, I'm over it. Whatever, major loser. That's what the teenagers did when they were, my kids, when they were teenagers. They're like, whatever, major loser. But that's ego. It's ego. Okay. You got to get to gratitude and union. Union is, we're not separate. We've never been separate. We're all one. Every time I look at you and I don't like what I see, if every time your behaviors trigger me and I don't like it, it's because I'm looking in your divine mirror. That's what I'm doing. And the only thing I'm seeing is my own fears, my own shortcomings, my own belief systems mirrored right back to me. And so if you were raised in a home where there were belief systems around how men were supposed to behave and act and what are their archetype, and maybe they're supposed to bring you flowers, or they're supposed to call you daily, or they're supposed to express their emotions, or whatever archetype you were raised to believe was the masculine right way of doing things. Maybe when they don't show up the way that you have expected them to show up, it's because they have a contract to get you to question why you believe that, right? I mean, we've been really, really in an energy of pain because of judgment. I mean, why do you think they call it Judgment Day anyways? Have you ever thought about that? Why do they call it Judgment Day? I believe, I don't think it's wrong to be addicted to YouTube. I think YouTube's algorithms get hijacked by spirit. I think that's why we all found our way to YouTube, is because it's very easy. Francine was asked, I'm sorry, guys, because I'm a little bit woo-woo, but I'm trying to follow everybody's conversation. So Francine, I don't know. I haven't gotten any kind of a download yet about the Lion's Gate, other than it's another opportunity for our divine counterparts and soul family that didn't make it through this portal to have another opportunity. That's why they showed me the pathways, right? My path might go like this, and their path might go like this. But at some point, if they're a soulmate, if they incarnated to be on this journey with you, you're going to cross paths again. And I think that the Lionsgate portal is an opportunity for that. Okay, so back to the YouTube conversation. When I had my dark night of the soul and my awakening, I've spoke about this before, so I hope I don't be too redundant with you guys. But during my awakening, it was that blood moon that happened 2.5 years ago. It was a eclipse season 2, and it was in, I believe, the sign of Cancer, which is my sign. And I think that's what was the catalyst for all of this. It was my awakening, my grand awakening, because I think we're always awakening, but this was the big one. This was like Alice falling down the rabbit hole. And I had to deprogram myself. I didn't do it. Spirit did it. Or maybe my higher self did it. I don't know. But I mean, my ego self had nothing to do with it. It was on a roller coaster ride that it couldn't get off of. And trust me, I tried. But it was like I started falling down those rabbit holes of CERN. Okay, I'm just going to name some topics. You guys, if you want to look them up, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to Google keywords in YouTube, you'll see the rabbit holes Tracy fell down. So one was CERN. One was the Mandela effect. One was Pizzagate, of course, and the Wiener laptops and the Q drops. QAnon, the adrenochrome, that one hurt. That one still hurts. Yeah. But as I was falling down those kind of rabbit holes, and religion too, religion was really, I was steeped in religion. I needed to be deprogrammed. So let's just say Tracy went through the defrag. That's what I did. Think of a computer that had this hard drive filled with all of these programs, right? And Spirit said, oh, no, because what we need you to do is to wake up and to be on mission and to be here for the purpose that you set out to be here on. And so time to take all that ancestral patterning, all of that karmic gunk, all of those old programs, and we're going to defrag. We're just going to go back to factory settings, 0 point energy. We're going to go back to the yoni state. You're going to be born again. You know, Jesus talks about being born again, doesn't he? And so you're going to be the caterpillar and you're going to come out the butterfly. And so I was falling down these rabbit holes that were deprogramming me. I was starting, like the veil was coming off of my eyes, and I was beginning to see truth where there was only shadows and lies before. And so during my awakening, the algorithms of YouTube, so I started researching algorithms, and I don't even remember what set me down that rabbit hole. But like I told you, I'm tech stupid. So I don't know why I was researching quantum physics and yeah, sacred geometry and I didn't choose any of this, guys. I know you say, yes, you did. Okay, on a higher level, I chose it. But my 3D self, I was 327 pounds. I was very happily unmarried. My body was dying. I had to have surgery. I needed many surgeries. I only had two. But I was told I needed many. I just completely killed the old Tracy. I killed her dead. Dead. She's gone. She don't exist anymore. There are remnants. There's those memories. That's what we're clearing out. Spirit says that's what we're clearing out is the nostalgia. We need to clear out the old karma, the old trauma bonds, all of that nostalgia, let it go. It's holding you down in the denser timelines, and they are not pleasant places to be right now. Okay. I know, Francine, I studied algorithms. And that's why before I started studying algorithms, thank you for bringing me back to topic, because when I'm, hi, Kylie. Oh my God, I just saw you. If it's the Kylie, I think it is, Niscali, I just saw you kayaking, and I'm jealous because I bought a kayak and I don't have a way to get it to the creek yet. And the creek's been low. But anyhow, so yeah, back to topic. The algorithms kept bringing me topics that I was not expressing an interest in. One of them was twin flames and Rich Lop. Guys, I was steeped in my Christian beliefs. I was scared to death of tarot. I thought it was the devil's design. I thought it was witchcraft and evil and demonic and all of those dogmatic belief systems. I just couldn't understand why these two videos, there were two. One was Rich Lop, and it kept showing up in my feed. And I'm like, I don't like tarot. It gives me the goosebumps. I don't want to deal with it. I would just scroll right on past it. And then it was, I think it was like 11 signs that you are a twin flame. And I'm like, never heard of it. Not interested. Click off. And I would go on to the rabbit holes that I was interested in. Like the Mandela effect and the idea that there might really be aliens, and quantum physics proves that we are in constant state of quantumness, right? I mean, like I'm not a quantum physicist, but I was reading up on all this crap, and so I every time it come up on my feed, I just ignored it. And then I don't know how it came to my awareness, but somehow algorithms came to my awareness, and I began researching. I'm like, I need to know. I want to know. I don't know why I want to know. Don't know why I need to know, but I want to know, and I need to know. And so I researched algorithms, and then I had a light bulb moment. It just came to me. It was just like a huge light bulb moment. I thought, these two videos keep showing up on YouTube in my, like, Amazon, or not Amazon, Google, YouTube, whatever, was driving it to my awareness. And I thought, well, that doesn't make sense, because they're supposed to be targeting me for things that I might buy or that I'm interested in or that I want. And these things, you know, it was like Romper Room or Sesame Street. One of these things are not like the other. One of these things just don't belong. These two videos stood out like green thumbs. And I finally had an aha moment when Spirit said, that's what we've been trying to show you, is that this is something we need you to take a look at. This is something meant for you. And we brought it here. And just the fact that it's here goes against all odds. It was a miracle that they were there to begin with. And that was when I had my awakening. I clicked on the 11 signs you're a twin flame. And by sign number 2, probably, maybe 3, I already knew. I'm like, holy shit, I know that energy. I know that person. I know the runner, the chaser, the fears, the every bit of it. It just hit me. Boom, right there. Okay, I get it. I didn't get it, but I got the memo, and it was time that I got it, right? And whatever. So you can believe in twin flames or you can think it's bullshit. It doesn't matter. Changed my life. That person, my divine masculine, changed my life. The whole thing. It was like I buckled in to a roller coaster ride that I was scared to death to get on. I had to overcome my fears to step on it. I had to buckle myself in because it wasn't going to stop and let me off. Hell to the no. And then I started channeling, guys, out of nowhere. It's like I started having instant past life recall. I started being able to do automatic writing, and I was told that I was the oracle that was here to help 3 waves of twin flames awaken and find their way to their missions. Well, to their healing, actually. I think I'm part of their healing journey. They find their missions through other means, through other oracles or through other intuitive hits. But I'm pretty sure that I am here to go through the shadow work process and the healing and ascension process. And I'm supposed to help you guys, my tribe, my waves, do the same. And each of you has this huge mission. And so the mission, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the same as mine. Maybe it's different, but you each have one, or you wouldn't have found me. And because you found me, you have one. And so part of my mission is just to open my mouth and be the medium by which spirit can just ramble on, because that's what I do. I ramble. Some people it's like they show it to me like spitting seeds out of my mouth, like freaking machine gun, just spitting seeds out. Some of those seeds are going to be like Jesus said, casting pearls before swine, right? Although I would never call anybody a swine, but you know the concept behind that, right? And so as I allow myself to put my ego aside and allow spirit to just talk through me, they have to, and this is the crazy thing, if you listen to me and you're like, this girl's all over the place, they have to use what I have. I'm not the kind of channeler that just steps aside and lets spirit completely channel through me. I don't think I'm supposed to. There are people who do that, like Cryon and John Carroll, or John Lee Carroll, or whatever his name is. And Bashtar, I can't remember her name, something McKisniak. I don't know, but there are channelers that just like step aside. They're not there. They empty the vessel and they let spirit talk. I apparently am not supposed to do that, or else I haven't learned how yet. Spirit uses my vocabulary, what I've got to work with. And so sometimes, my parables, my little stories like the Wizard of Oz, sometimes they're a hot mess, but it's what I've got, and that's what spirit uses to draw on, right? So I'm being guided to talk about that journey because a lot of you guys experienced a similar journey. Some of you didn't. But that full blood moon lunar eclipse that we just had is somebody's Tracy moment. Many somebody's. That's what spirit wants me to talk about. They want me to talk about what I went through because it was 2.5 years ago exactly, but it was the same moon. It was a blood moon. I think it might have even been a blue moon. I don't know. But that one back in 2017 was just very, very, very pivotal in my life. And I think spirit wants me to channel about it because this last moon might have been very pivotal in somebody's life that's going to watch this. Whether it's one of you or if it's somebody that just tunes in. But the reason why the 11 signs you're a twin flame came up because I needed to be awakened to the fact that I'm a twin flame. The reason why Rich Lop showed up, he was homeless, living under a bridge, using a phone he found, I think he said at McDonald's, right? Using free Wi-Fi to start his YouTube channel. And I mentioned him or I don't even remember. It's been 2.5 years, but somehow, some way, me and my friend Sherry Lynn got to talking about him, and she brought him, and I say her because I ended up having to have surgery. So she brought him to Cleveland, and he needed help, and his whole life changed from there. He changed it. I don't think we did. I think we were the disruption in his current timeline that needed to happen. He needed to be brought out of that timeline to a different timeline in order to be on his mission, which he is on. And a lot of people, most people, find me through Rich Lap, which was part of my journal. I've got it journaled. By the way, guys, if you're on a awakening ascension journey and you're not journaling, you should be journaling. I just created a journal, and I pretty much created it for me, but if you guys think it would be helpful, you should get it. All it is a journal. It's blank lined pages that you journal in. But I created it that way because when I journal, I write, I draw diaphragms. I channeled the Vesica Pisces with the yoni, and distorted masculine, distorted feminine. When I channel, I need space. So I didn't put anything in it except for lined paper. But I wanted something that I could keep as a keepsake, and I could put up for my kids to read, or future generations, right? Because I channel some deep shit. And so Rich is a light worker, and he is here to spit out those seeds, right? We spit the seeds out and they find fertile soil. If you're ready, you will get what you need, and you will nurture it, and you will grow from it, and you will raise your vibration, and you will there's so many things that you will do. And the reason why is because you're part of the team. You're supposed to find the seed planters. You're supposed to find the harvester. I believe that Rich and I are both harvesters. We're harvesting the lower timelines, and we're planting seeds in the higher ones. And those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, they're going to find fertile soil, and their lives are going to change. And not because of us. I mean, we're just ground crew. That's all, right? It's the hand of God. God's the one driving all of this. And I don't think of God as an old man sitting on a cloud somewhere. God is the all that is, the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the middle, the end, the past, the present, the future, the up, the down, the in, the out. God is everything, guys, everything. And that means that when I look at you, I see God. And when you look at me, you see God. When you look at anything with life, force, energy, photons, life, sentience, you're looking at God. There's only two things that exist: God and God's creation. That's all. And so unity is all about finding our way back to God, the source within, what we are, where we came from, our heritage, our inheritance, our true beingness is that we are all sparks of the divine. And we are awakening, and we are becoming brighter and brighter, and we are clearing the shadows. The shadows have to go because the light needs to shine. And as the light shines, it seeds the darkness, guys, and it grows brighter and brighter and brighter. And I just wanted to tell everybody that Spirit is telling me you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you're meant to be doing, and trust your intuition. YouTube is an awesome tool. Spirit will talk to you. You will get divine guidance. You will get serendipity. You will get videos that are hijacked. The algorithm gets hijacked by Spirit to bring you epiphanies. But you don't have to go seeking them. You don't have to say, well, I'm going to go get a reading with this girl and one with that guy and one with this girl. Because what you're doing is you're confusing yourself, right? You're getting the energies mixed up. Go research ascension, spiritual empowerment, meditation, manifestation, law of attraction, And as you do that, because I've been doing a lot of that, if there is a message for you from a tarot reader, it will show up, and it won't show up in a way that you have to look for it. It will show up in a way that it finds you and it resonates with you. And you're like, oh, that title calls to me. I need to look at that, right? I'm getting really tired of channeling twin flame energies because we're doing it wrong. We're doing it wrong. We're asking, what does my person think of me? Ego. What does my person feel for me? Ego. Will they make me happy? Ego. I could go on. You want me to go on, or can I just leave it there? Look, we got 33. Oh my God. Talk about expansion, right? The divine number of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, I was adding the timer in there too. So 12 tribes of Israel, 144,000 original souls, blah, blah, blah. There's synchronicity in everything. My synchronicities will be different than yours. That's just the way it goes, because you are not me, and your mission is not the same as me. And so watch your signs and synchronicities. And for God's sake, Spirit's telling me to remind you to trust your inner knowing. If you think that somebody is an ascension partner, just somebody that you met that really helped you to see where change needed to happen, trust that. Trust that. Just because everybody else is talking twin flame doesn't mean that yours has to be that, right? There are too many people that think they're twin flames, and they're really not. People are making money off it, guys. I want to do readings like, what do your spirit guides want you to know at this time? What do your ancestors want to tell you? Who's coming into your life? It doesn't have to be romantic. What's my next soul mate? My next experience, my next connection. I don't mind doing readings like that, but the whole twin flame thing, as far as, the bridge to union, and, spirits played with me. They've played along. They've given me the energies, because God knows there's a lot of people out there that need that right now. Remember when you were on the beginning of your journey where you were just discovering what twin flames were, and you became so codependent, and every thought was consumed. You couldn't function in your life. You couldn't function in your job. You couldn't function at night. You couldn't sleep. You couldn't eat. Whatever, or maybe you ate too much or slept too much. Everybody copes differently. But remember, when you were in that energy, there are people right now in that energy that need me to do twin flame readings. That's why I do them. But for those of you that have been on this journey for a while, and you've been being told by Spirit to focus on you, why aren't we listening? I do the same thing. We should be focused on us, not them. Let Spirit focus on them. Okay, look, it was just 444. It was 144.4 when I said that. So now we've had 333 and 444. Now we need to initiate change, right? So maybe serendipitously I'll see the 555. I already did. It was a super chat. Thank you very much. We already had the change. So yeah, we're just here doing the best we can, but everybody's on a different journey. Everybody's right where they're needing to be. And so during the eclipse, I just want to bring you the message, the channeled message, that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and you need to start trusting that. And if you get inspired to make a change or to create something, I was inspired, guys, to create. You heard me talk about it. I dragged my feet. I did not want to create Patreon. It was more work for me. That's all I saw it as, more work for me. More low vibrational readings that I got to do for people who are stuck like Chuck in a rut. And I didn't want to do it. And then I got inspired, and I saw a vision. Spirit gave me a vision a split in timelines, where those who need the twin flame, or those who are just awakening, that are just getting on the journey, that need the guidance, that need the oracle, YouTube is where that platform is going to always be. I'm going to have to do those readings. I'm going to have to sit down and do the bridge to union. I'm going to have to cater to the crowd, because a lot of them need it. It's part of the process. It's part of the awakening, and overcoming it is part of that too. Okay. So someday they'll graduate and they'll say, I don't want to watch Tracy anymore. And instead of being sad about that, I need to embrace that, because as they drop off, somebody new, some new little wet behind the ears novice is going to come in, and we're going to help them. And we're going to help them go from being the initiate to being the student, to being the adept, to being the teacher, and then the master, right? And we're all going to do it together in divine timing at the right moment for the right person. And there will be times when you click on my videos and you're going to say, that is not where I'm at, and I don't want to deal with it. And that's okay. I created Patreon with a vision. I told Spirit, I don't want to do this. It's going to create more work for me. And Spirit said, yeah, but it's the work you've been wanting, Tracy. It's the work that you've been wanting. And, and it is, because I want to work with my team. I want to work with those who are on the same vibration, on the same journey, doing the same work. And so Spirit showed me Patreon was a place where I could create a community for those of us that need it, that can talk freely and openly. We can do Q&A sessions. We can do live broadcasts. We can do collaborations with other people. I've got people in my tribe that are astrologers, that are angel healers, that are, some of them are business managers. It's like everybody's got their own niche. And so in the community is where we're going to use that. It's where we're going to create our next step, our next mission, our next level up. We are not done with this journey. We're done with a portion of it. And so I began to get inspired. And when I get inspired, I create. And so I created, and Spirit gave me something to look forward to instead of drudgery and more of the same. Spirit says, no, you do more of the same over there on YouTube, because people need it. And they're going to find you, and they're going to need you, and they're going to need you to show up in that vibration and that timeline for that purpose. But over here, this is where those who have gone a little bit higher, those who are not needing all of the validation anymore. They're trusting their inner knowing. They're trusting their intuition. They're ready to take the next step. They're creating new businesses. They're creating new models in all timeline, expansion, whatever you want to call it. We are creating the new model. That's what we're supposed to do. We're the way showers. We're the light workers. We're ground crew. We're creating space for tribe that is going to create space for guided implementation of the new models, the new government models, the new teaching models, the new belief systems, the new operating system. And so if you were called to join Patreon, I'm open to suggestions all the time. What do you need? Where are you at? What do you want? And if you didn't join, you don't have to. It's okay. It's all right. I want you right where you're supposed to be. And I'm going to be there if you allow me and if you resonate with me. And so no big deal. So I'm going to do the collective reading now. Does anybody... Carolyn Funk, she's like, twin flame stuff is what I'm so over. I'm walking my path. I'm thankful, grateful, being told to worry about me for now, having lots of visions. Yeah, because What happens is if you're truly a twin, which it's not like everybody wants to be a twin. Well, let me tell you, if I could swap roles, if I could cancel that contract and write a new one, I'm not sure I'd have picked that one. But hey, there are those, it's usually the ones that aren't twin flames that really want to be twin flames. It's the ones that are really twin flames that just want nothing to do with it. They're like, oh, this is so hard. It's so disappointing. It's so this, that, or the other thing. And so trust your intuition, because I think Spirit's detaching us from our fears, right? We were afraid that we wouldn't get chosen, and so therefore we chose ourselves. And that's what you're supposed to do. It's union with self. It's union with your twin, with your soul. It's the first union, right? So it's like, okay, if he's not going to, or he or she is not going to show up for me, I'm going to show up for myself. If he or she isn't going to love me, I'm going to love myself. If he or she isn't going to co-create with me, I'm going to co-create with myself. If he or she doesn't value me, I'm going to value myself. And guys, that's by intent, just so you know. Later down the road, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, that worked beautifully. Whether you end up in physical union or not, it works beautifully. It's exactly what you needed at exactly the right time. Bye, Francine. Steffi, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for being with us. So, guys, I'm going to do tarot now. We're going to take a look at the collective energies for the eclipse and the new moon. Then we're going to take a look at how it's affecting the light workers, you know, the ground crew, the volunteers that are here to help. And then we're going to take a look at the divine counterparts. And if you want to stick around I always put it last, because there are some who are just like, I'm over it. I'm just over it. My nose is itching, which tells me that I'm really picking up on spirit right now. So let's do it while the doing's good, shall we? What deck do I want to use? What deck? Okay. I'm going to take a look at this. This is it's fast become one of my new favorite decks. So Geneva, thank you. Right? I think it was Geneva. I always get confused on who buys what. No, it was Yasara. See, I get confused, guys. Anyhow, this is my new favorite deck. And it is called the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. All right, let's get this lighter out of the way. I'd like to take a look at collective energies, please. What message would you like to bring through the tarot for the collective during this new moon solar eclipse in Gemini? What would you like the collective to know? All right, this is a big deck, so I have a hard time shuffling. What would you like the collective to know, Spirit? Ooh, the Death card. Ooh, time to bury them bones. So, yeah, a lot of us just went through some death throes, didn't we? Some people closed out a lot of cycles. And this doesn't have to be relationships. A lot of times people think, you know, when I'm channeling that I'm talking about relationships. I'm not. Sometimes I am. You have to use your intuition. But this could be death to anything. This could be death to the old Tracy, right? This is new belief systems. This is transmutation of the old. It's letting go of the past, guys. It's moving beyond it. It's putting things to rest that need to be put to rest. It's a death and rebirth process. It's like being born again. Oh, there she goes with the Christian references, right? Tell me more. What would you like the collective to know? Four of Pentacles. Don't hold on, guys. Don't hold on. The Spirit's telling us, let the toads go. You know, we've been kissing frogs for a while, waiting for that perfect thing. And Spirit's saying, you know, Four of Pentacles is like holding on, gripping something that's dead. I mean, look at this. Gripping something that's dead. Dead and gone. Them bones, them bones. I'm pretty sure that right there, it's probably them frog bones. Right there with the extended snout. That's probably that dead frog. Time to let it go. Look at, she's holding something right there in her arms. This is something that's dead. Okay, it's dead. And it's time to let it go. That's what Spirit's saying. If you are the only glue holding something together, let it go. If it's a belief system that no longer marries up with your soul, let it go. If it's a friendship that has been low-hanging fruit and ready to fall and spoiled, let it go. If it's dead, let it go. You know, we just had a windstorm. And I had this download, you know, as I was driving through it and seeing all the trees that had fallen and all of the broken limbs. And, you know, nobody goes out there in these woods. I live out in the woods, and nobody goes out there and prunes those trees. They don't. And those trees are hundreds of years old. I mean, I live in Pennsylvania, and it's a forest, right? And they're old trees. They've been there for a long time. And the reason why they're so old and they make it to grow so large and to be so wise is because Mother Nature comes through and prunes them herself. You know, a big gust of wind comes through every now and then, clears everything that's dead out and says, bye-bye, right? And then there's the cleanup. After everything come down, I watched everybody. There was a tree that went down here in the trailer court, right down and across. Thank God everybody was safe. It didn't hurt anybody. But it fell right across the road, and it could have hurt somebody. It could have crushed somebody in their sleep, and it didn't. It was very divinely guided to safety. However, the next day, or maybe the day after, I don't know, but there was, within 1 to 2 days, they had it all chopped up, cut up, cleaned up. I saw people out raking their yards up, getting all the twigs that fell. There's, you know, road crew cleaning up the roads. There's gas companies fixing gas lines, electric companies fixing electric lines. It was, you know, guys, something's dead. And when it's dead, let it go. Let it go. And then it's time to clean up, right? It's time to clean up. Maybe plant a new tree. If you lost a tree, plant a new tree. So yeah, High Priestess, use your inner wisdom to build the future. 2 of Wands, right? Time to make a choice too. I'm hearing intuitively, you already know what you desire. You already know what you want, right? It's time to make the decision to let go of anything that's not wanting to stay. Some of you guys need to let people go that have been asking to be let go. And yet you keep clinging. It could be your children, you know, wanting to move out on their own or whatever. But I'm seeing a pattern here of somebody holding on to something that needs to be released. And I'm seeing hummingbirds with the High Priestess. There's that Knight of Wands. Yeah. Wanted to come out, was on the bottom, and then it flipped around and moved around and then came back again. All right, so what do we need to know for the collective? Changes. Wheel of Fortune, guys. You're about to get a level up. You're about to, if you choose it, you have to choose it. It is free will. Choices, desires to change. You've got to desire the change. You got to want it. You got to create it. Bottom of the deck is a new energy. New energy here, guys. Look at a new baby's being born. It's very divinely protected and guided. What do I need to know for the collective, please? During the solar eclipse, 10 of Wands. Yeah. So, again, hardship. You don't have to hold on to what wants to go. You just don't. You don't have to hold on to what wants to go. That was crazy because 2 of the 3 candles completely burned out at the same exact time. Hardship, let it go, right? Which one was it? It was The I am, oh, it was the colored ones. The protected one, the protection one is still burning. Just barely. Okay, so we've got the Empress, creativity, with the Seven of Cups. This says delusions, but what I'm hearing is you need to get clear on what you're creating, your intentions. You need to set your intentions and put things into motion. It's time. The time is now. You need to get on your chariot. You need to balance. See, the chariot can't move if it's not in balance. And what Spirit's saying is that, you know, this is an opportunity for you. I like to think of in the ascension, the chariot is the light body or the Merkaba, right? And so if you release the traumas and the hardships and the belief systems around value, if you just let it go, if you just put it down and let it go, right? The Empress, you know, that's giving birth to new. The Empress, everything in the earthly realm is birthed through the Empress, right? And then you've got the Seven of Cups. It's like some of you don't know what it is that you're trying to do. It's like you're stuck overthinking, stinking thinking. Tell me more. Tell me more, please. Four of Wands, unity. Absolutely. Hold on. Ace of Cups with the Eight of Wands. Jeez. Do we have to go right into the... So it looks to me like Spirit's just going to transition right from the collective into the twin flame stuff. Because everybody in the collective is benefiting from the twins. The twins are the new operating system. It's the new role model, the new model by which the future is being created through the Empress, divine feminine, and the Emperor, the divine masculine. And so there's confusion around unity, around love, around, you know, clarity with the Eight of Wands. What is this confusion? What is the Seven of Cups, please? What is the Seven of Cups? That's a lot. The Eight of Swords, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. So honestly, imprisonment, inner skills and relationship. This is all about listening to your higher self. Unity with the Ace of Cups, self-love. This is a marriage, Two of Cups, relationship between you and yourself. Your twin is you. For those that are twins, and those that don't have twins, you are your... This is getting back in love with you. This is understanding with inner skills that you've been stuck in confusion. You needed clarity, right? Eight of Wands. I needed communication that brought clarity so that I could create this union through manifestation. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit, introspection, Knight of Pentacles. It's taken a long time to find my happiness, right? I had to walk away from the hanging one. The Eight of Cups with the Hanged Man, Queen of Pentacles. All right, so, you know, I think I'm predominantly reading for the feminines. I don't see the masculine's energy here at all. I think most of you that are in the chat room, at least, are resonating with being divine feminines, because what I'm seeing is Spirit saying, you know, that when you let go of the toad, that's a judgment, okay? It's Judgment Day. You're judging your twin or yourself. If you don't have a twin, you're judging. And that judgment has been what has had you stuck in the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. If you want the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, you're going to have to be this magician. You're going to have to focus on you, on your happiness, right? Because you're judging. No, this is the masculine energy. Spirit just said, okay, I was trying to make it all about us, right? That's my new gig, is I'm trying to make it all about me and let him be whatever he is. But Spirit's saying no. Enters the room of the divine masculine, Knight of Pentacles. They're on the journey, guys. They're on the journey, and they're going through it's like Frodo going after the ring and the Lord of the Rings. This is slow and steady wins the race. They're no longer imprisoned. And why? Because you've freed yourself. Or if you haven't, you need to. Okay? They're going within because they see your ambition. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, right? They were the hanging one. And now it's like when you walked away, they felt it. Empathy, they felt it. They felt your judgment too. They felt judged. When you walked away, they felt judged. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles, reliability with the Page of Cups, inventiveness with the Lovers, ultimatum. They felt like everything that they were doing was not valued, that you saw them as a page. And we did. Instead of your divine counterpart, you gave them kind of an ultimatum. You said, get brave or get lost. Bravery with finality. Get brave or get lost. I'm starting new. Fool's energy. With the Ace of Pentacles, abundance, looking for my own happiness and willing to find somebody who gives me what I deserve. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands with determination, Ace of Swords with clarity, intellect, and justice, because it's what I deserve. Not this Three of Swords stuff, right? I'm healing. Then you fall back into the Seven of Cups again. We're right back where we started. Seven of Cups. Confusion, needing clarity, wanting clarity. It's an addiction. We have the Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Devil. You know, you got to heal the ego. It's like we went from divine feminine energy, distorted divine feminine energy, right into distorted masculine energy. And so it's, you know, what's your advice, Spirit? Let's just put these back because I see the story. It's the same story I've been seeing. Makes me angry. It really does. My ego rears its ugly head because I feel the same way. I feel like I've done a lot of really hard work and I don't see any work happening on their end. And that makes me angry and it makes me judge them. And then there's days when I'm in flow and I don't judge and I'm like, whatever, right? Need to clean out your closet and drawers. Me too. Yes, Jude. If it's dying, let it go, darling. All right. So what is the advice? First, I want advice for the collective, please. I wasn't expecting twin flame, but man, we got the Empress, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. I'm pretty sure they snuck right in on us, didn't they? Because we're all... So let me just get clear here. Spirit says, no, this is not me channeling twin flame per se. It's the new model. The twins represent the new model. And so for the collective, the reason why the energy came in is because it's the energy that the twins are here to role model, to create for the collective. And so the collective has been working on balancing their divine feminine, divine masculine energies within themselves, right? And the alchemization has been happening because of the new program that has been energetically plugged in. The twins plugged it in. They plugged it in. They plugged it in. Okay, Spirit, thank you. Don't repeat. They really want you to understand that the twins doing the energy, the shadow work that they've done, whether they're masculine or feminine, whether you see it or don't see it, whether you are one or you aren't one, what the real twins did was they plugged it in. They plugged it in. They came here to bring the new operating system. We all got the defrag. We all were ready for the new program, and that's what they did. They came and they plugged it in. And the plug in is the new operating system of love, forgiveness, and choosing with your free will to raise your vibration and find your happy space, to create it. To create it. We're all creators. We're all here creating something that we've never had before, and we're doing it together because the new operating system is plugged in. Whew. That was intense. That download came through really intense. So whether you're a twin or not a twin, and whether the energy I was reading on the table felt like twin energy or not, it's the new program. It's the new program. Spirit wants me to repeat it over and over and over again. The model of unconditional love and high frequency vibrational unity consciousness is the new operating system. It is what everybody is going to be operating on in the timelines that we have chosen. Okay? So I don't know why they're so adamant, but it's like, whoa, Tracy, because I know why, because I've been angry. I've been a little upset with the whole freaking, the twin flame journey to me feels like being a fish stuck on the end of a line that I can't get off of. It's like, just release me already. I'm not dead. I'm not alive. I'm in the middle somewhere and I'm ready. And the Spirit's like, oh, well, the reason why you're channeling these energies is because it's the new operating system. And your higher self does not want to stay behind. It's like you're on the hook. You're on the hook. You've got a soul contract. You're on the hook. You can't get off the hook because you're going. Not because we're forcing you to go, but you used your free will and chose to go. And so you're on the hook. You're on the hook. Do you guys feel like you're on the hook? Because I definitely feel like I've been on the hook. Hi, Julene. Moon 11, Venus 11, 11, 11. Moon 11, Venus 11. You're going to have to explain that to me. You don't have to do it now. We'll talk soon. All right. I need advice, Spirit. I need advice for the collective, please. What is the best thing for them to do during this time? What is your advice? Judgment. Oh, and it came out in the reverse. I don't read reversals, but guys, it spun all the way around. Judgment. Judgment is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to choose what's dead and what lives. My God. What is she holding, guys? What is she freaking holding? I just noticed I was like shuffling for the next energy, and Spirit's like, can we stop for a moment and take a look at this? This is a special frog. This isn't an ugly frog. This isn't a dead frog. This frog is vibrant and alive and beautiful and special and magical. And I'm hearing very clearly, some of you guys have a frog you're not letting go of. No judgment. Some of you do, some of you don't. Because butterflies, it's a paintbrush. This person is transforming. Don't let go of the good frogs, guys. Only let go of the dead frogs. If they still got life in them. 6 of Wands. Victory. Look at all the butterflies. So for some of you guys, you know, this is Spirit saying you need to choose what's dead. You already know. Let's just get real for a moment. Let's just get real. We already know what's dead. We already know it's been stinking for a while, right? Why are you stuck on a hook? You're stuck on a hook because Spirit doesn't want you to give up right before the magic happens. Okay, y'all know I read intuitively, right? So here we go. Let go of what's dead, right? What's dead. Hold on to what's vibrant and alive. Ace of Swords. This is a realization. This is, you know, getting it. This looks like it's dead, but there's life. Look at the eye. Whatever this is not dead. It's in the middle of transforming. It's going to be different for everybody too. For some of you, it's your twin flame. For some of you, it's part of you that you thought was dead and gone that you needed to let go of, and you just chose, or sorry. If I'd shut up, I'd hear. It's going to be different for everybody. The clear message that I'm getting for you is to let go of what you already know is dead. And what still has life and potential to transform, you won't be able to let it go. Some things just can't be let go. They can't. You try, you cord cut, you ask the angels to help you, you transmute, you beg, you plead, you move away, you block. Some things you just can't let go of. And those are the things that still have life in them. That's what I'm hearing. What doesn't have life, let it go. Let it go, let it go. I can't hold it back anymore. All right, so I'm clearly hearing that I'm going to do light workers. I don't think I need to do twin flames. I think twin flames right now need to just focus on self. And I'm sorry if that disappoints you. I'm sorry if you came here in order to spy on your twin. But I'm clearly hearing that it's a template. It's already plugged in. It's already working. And you don't need guidance. All you need to do is just have faith and let go. Stop trying to control. Your ego's trying to make sense of it. Don't make sense of it. Just go with what is. What is. At the moment, whatever is, and it just needs to be what it is. On the hook. Nope, she wasn't smoking. She's painting. I don't know that you can cord cut with a true twin. It would be like cutting half your heart out, right? You can walk away. Absolutely. There are other lifetimes. There's other, honestly, all timelines exist at the same time. Time is not linear. I get caught up in that thought. I keep thinking, well, maybe it's not going to happen in this lifetime. But there's only one lifetime. It's like you're omnipotent. You don't die. You transition. You change. You raise vibration, lower vibration. You move in and out of space and time like a true master. The thing is we are linear in the third density, and we try to believe that we victimize ourselves into believing that something is being denied to us, that this is all I wanted. I just wanted a chance, right? To talk about it, to walk away if I need to walk away, or it's like nobody likes being in that middle stage of not knowing, that place of having one foot in one dimension, one foot in the other one, in belief, one in doubt. Our ego is struggling. And so we victimize ourselves. We tell ourselves, well, it's funny because what I do is I victimize myself and then I build myself up, right? I'm like, oh, I'm not loved. I wasn't chosen. I'm not special to this person. And then I come in and I rescue myself, right? I show up for myself. I'm like, oh, you are so worthy. You are such a rock star. I'm like my own best friend now. I never used to be that. Did you? Did you used to be your own best friend? I used to be. I'm not I'm used to be my worst enemy. Now I'm my best friend. I show up for myself pretty much all the time. Every time I victimize myself by saying, this is denied me, I don't get this, then I come in and I rescue myself and I'm like, you know what? We're going to create something. We're going to do something. We're going to be something. We're going to, and we build ourselves up, right? That 6 of Wands energy. And that's what it's all about, is we didn't have the desire to do that before. We didn't want to build ourselves up. We didn't want to be our best friend. We wanted to be our worst enemy. We wanted to wallow in it. We didn't just wallow in it. We created more for our children, more for our community, that's the old model of lack of separation. We are now plugged in, thanks to the twin flame energy, Christ consciousness. We are plugged into that unconditional love. And for those who chose it, you're not going to be able to lose it. What you need to lose is that judgment. That's what we all need to lose. We need to quit, judging and then rescuing, and then judging and then rescuing. Because when we stop judging, nobody needs rescued. My job would pretty much go down the toilet, right? But I'm all right with that. I'll create something different. I would love to see nobody need Tracy. I'm sure my ego would take a hit and I'd probably cry and miss everybody and feel unloved and unchosen and blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter is that I really, honestly, as a great, great person, would like to see everybody not need my guidance, to just know, to just be able to go in and know what they need to know, me included, right? Because I'm a great channel for others. I'm not always such a great channel for myself. Is there anything else? Anything else we need to talk about? I'm just hearing that we need to quit judging. We need to have faith. We need to just love. Just love. Love the dead frogs. Love the live frogs. Love everything. Let it be what it is. Don't try to make it something it's not. There you go. 555. See? You guys are amazing. Our energy needs to be focused on creating our highest and best life. Because when we do that, we are the role models, we are the teachers, we are the way showers, we are the creators of the new model. And so, do you have addictions? I do. Food is one of them. I love food, guys. I've been fighting the food battle and the belly bulge my whole life. But food doesn't have to be my enemy. There is some very, very beautiful, colorful, tasteful food, right? I've just been eating dead shit for a long time. Spirit's just trying to change us. So we need to live our highest and best life. See, cigarettes. Yeah, me too. You know, I love Reese cups. Oh my God, if I buy Reese cups, I have to buy a small one. Because if I buy a big one, I will eat the whole thing. Look at the craze. Oh my God. You guys are not going to see those for long because I am a powerful, conscious creator. I'm going to create my ass right down to the store and buy me a bottle of pretend and knock about 20 years off of me. Yeah, listen, I've overcome a lot in my life. I was addicted to cigarettes. I quit cigarettes back in 2009. I was an alcoholic. I gave up drinking 28 years ago. I'm not sure what year that was, but Trudy, my sister, remembers. I was living with her and she remembers the miracle of it. And so it's well etched in her brain. 28 years ago, last New Year's. It'll be 29 years this New Year's. I went from 327 pounds down to where I'm at now, which I'm not going to tell you. But let's just say I lost well over 100 pounds and I would like to lose about 40 more. But it's that judgment. There's that judgment, right? It's like when we judge, we sludge. And that's just what it's all about. If we want to rise to the occasion, rise above, if we want the better energies, the higher experience, we got to stop judging and just love, right? Love. When I look in the mirror, don't laugh at me, guys, but when I see my body naked in the mirror, I used to think, oh my God, you're so fat, you're so frumpy from losing all the weight, right? And no, I just I saw a piece of artwork the other day. It was Renaissance art, guys. And the woman's body looked just like mine. And she was lying on a couch and some painter was inspired by her beauty. And I thought, you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There's an artist out there somewhere. It's gonna think my unique body type and is more beautiful than anything they've ever seen before. And the only thing keeping me from finding that person is a judgment. So yeah, I've come a long way, guys. I've come a long way. Looks like a lot of you have too. You love your silver streaks. If I let my hair grow, look at guys. My dad, they call him Q-tip because he's not really white-headed. He's silver, but I've got the silver. It's like white silver. It looks like gossamer threads. When I'm in my 60s, I might rock that look, you know. I might just let that silver flow, right? But right now, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. So, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I don't want to go in. Oh, no, I'm not. Thank you. See, clear audience. I don't know if you guys have voices in your head like I do, but boy, it's amazing because I was like tired. I'm like feeling the buzz from my muscle relaxers coming down. I haven't eaten. I'm ready to be done. And Spirit's like, oh, no, we didn't do the light workers. We got to do the light workers. So let's just do the light workers. No, it's all right. Woo! We're going to do the light workers. What does the light workers need to know at this time? So if you resonate, whether you resonate or not, I'm here to tell you, if you found me, you're probably a light worker. So you can take it wherever pathway you want to take it, one of doubt or one of embracing. But my guess is if you found me, you're part of ground crew, because that's my mission, is to help ground crew, including myself. It's funny how my contract was I chose to walk with you. I didn't choose to come here as a master and say, I know it all. No, I came in with as many horrible contracts, belief systems, sadness, guilt, shame, blame. And I walk with you. We walk together hand in hand. And sometimes I judge myself. I'm like, why am I not farther along on my journey? I would be a much better teacher if I had more clarity, if I trusted more, if I knew more, if I was a better guru, right? If I was like Eckhart Tolle or you know, Cryon and all these superhuman channelers and gurus. But Spirit's like, you know, there's something beautiful about a soul that chose to take the hand and guide together. It's like Dorothy didn't take the trip with the wizard. She took the trip with the straw man and the tin man and the cowardly lion and Toto, right? They took the trip together. And there's something to be said for that. So let's just rock it, shall we? Oh, I got my deck upside down. Oh, guys, look at the first card that came out. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to go it alone. What was I just channeling? We're doing this together. Hand in hand, guys, hand in hand. You are my tribe. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. We need to be our biggest allies, our cheerleaders, right? We need to build each other up. We need to share our voice. We need to teach. I'm hearing teach. Some of us are here to teach or channel. Yep, Lemuria. Look at how many cards are here, guys. You see me, I'm just pulling them out of the middle of the deck. We've got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. If you're doubting it, don't doubt it. It's happening. It's absolutely happening. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Some of us are from the planet Syria. Messenger, some, you know, I'm tapping into the collective. So there's going to be some of you that are Pleiadians, some that are Lemurians, some that are Syrians, but we're volunteers, right? Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. This is what we're here helping do. We went first, right? And then we help everybody else on their awakening and their ascension. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. We're raising the frequency of the vibration and frequency while people are awakening. The more that awaken and decide to dance with life, decide to find joy, peace, love, happiness, high vibratory, you know, you can only ascend if you free yourself from all of the baggage, right? And I'm noticing this messenger card looks like the Messiah, right? It looks like Christ, consciousness. And so this is about messengers. You know, some of us are channelers. We're messengers. We're bringing the story. Protection. Others of us are protectors. We are divinely protected. That's what I'm hearing. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. Time to untether. Untether is what I'm hearing. Cut the cord, soul retrieval, untether to raise the vibration. Trust the timing. Trust the timing, because that was the big message I channeled, is you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing. Pillar of light. Yes, be the light, guys. Be the light. Wherever you go, stand in the midst of the darkness and radiate. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Your read it. Okay. I read the subtitle there, that pillar of light. Read what it says. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Spirit told me I was the oracle, not a oracle. They told me you are the oracle that volunteered to incarnate at this time to help 3 waves, I was told, of light workers to awaken and get on mission. There's validation. You're already doing it. Thank you, Spirit. We're already doing it, guys. Whatever your soul mission is, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. Trust your guidance. Pleiades. I just said we had Pleiades in here, and now they show up. So for those that resonate with the Pleiadian energies, you have a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And I believe that I am from the Pleiades. I resonate with that energy, or at least been there in one incarnation. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. We are our galactic family, the Federation of Light, right? Galactic Federation of Light, Council of Light. We've got all kinds of ascended masters here on the earth and in 6th dimension, 6th density. Is that what I'm hearing? 6th density? I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. Star Mother. This is the divine feminine. How can you mother yourself? And that means the whole collective. When you mother yourself, you're mothering the collective. Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I can't pronounce that name, but so some of us are the originals, right? And she looks like she's a mermaid. So look up Mintakan, somebody, if you have a moment, and let me know. What does it mean? Maybe it is mermaids, right? All right, 2 more, Spirit. We're going to call it a day. Inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. This is trusting you. Everything you need. You are Dorothy. The shoes are already on your feet. Everything you need, you've had with you the whole time, right? Go within and find it. Don't dim to fit in. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim to fit in, because you're not supposed to be hiding in the shadows. You're supposed to be clearing them. You're supposed to be shining for them. Okay? Last but not least, we've got Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Bottom of the deck is Forge. Don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. All right, guys, that's it, because I'm starved. My buzz is coming down. I didn't do it to get a buzz, but it felt pretty good. My back's not hurting anymore. And so I'm sorry if you came here for a twin flame energy check-in. I just don't feel like I want to keep people on the hook anymore. I think you need to go within. You need to look at your feet, Dorothy. Everything you have is already there. You already know your way home. You already know. If you have to ask, I ask all the time. I ask all the time. But I know. I just, My ego makes me question, but the truth of the matter is there isn't another human being on this earth that is ever, 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 and I've been with quite a few because I was a drunk at one time. I've been in a lot of relationships. I have never, ever had such a spiritual experience with another soul, ever. And so, whether you call it a high level soulmate, a twin flame, twin soul, mirror soul, ascension partner, I don't care. I don't care. I couldn't have got here without him, and I'm grateful. And I'm hoping that it wasn't just for me. I'm hoping that he's. I'm just hoping he's getting it all. I want him to get it all. I want him to get it all. I don't want anybody left behind. And so that's my prayer. That's what I pray for. It's what I ask for. It's what I'm manifesting. I don't like karma. I don't want anybody to be hurt. I just want to stop judging. And that's what we need to do is we need to stop judging and just love. Mintaka is a planet with beautiful water, very clear. Just read that too. There you go. I wondered because, see, it looks like a mermaid. And you know, guys, I had a dream once of being like a mermaid type person. I lived underwater. Actually, the building that I lived in was slightly above water and below water. You could do both. It was a weird dream, but it was definitely like we were able to live underwater, breathe underwater, swim underwater, but we could come to the surface and spend time too. And part of our home was built so that we could do that. It was a strange dream, but I dreamt that. So maybe in one of my incarnations, I was one of them. I don't know. I do have a lot of water. Oh my God, I got a ton of water in my chart, and I am a water baby. I love water. In it, on it, in me, over me. I love you guys. I love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to join Patreon, I would be so, so thrilled to have you over on Patreon. It is where I'm building community, guys. And Julene, if you're still here, Julene is the girl that I told you is so gifted and talented at astrology, especially astrology for ascension and twins. And she's just been learning, but she's not learning. She's remembering, guys. She is totally like she just gets it. And so I'm hoping her and I can conspire together to create like a Zoom thing where we can collaborate live and record it for other people to see. I don't know. We're going to create it though, somehow, some way. I feel it. And so if there's any of you out there that have unique and special gifts that you would like to share with the forum, come over and join me in Patreon. Watch for your June 15th readings. I'm currently making them. There will be extendeds in Patreon for anybody that joins at the $4.44 level. If you resonate with being a twin flame, and you are interested in ordering a twin flame journal so that you can journal your journey, it's 1111, and you can find it on Amazon. Because it's newly published, you won't find it unless you put my name in. You got to put Tracy with an IE and Frick. And then all of the workbook, or not workbooks, but journals that I made that have been approved will come up, and you can choose from them. Some of them I've created some. I know that they're supposed to be created for everybody, but I kind of created them specifically for my own needs, and I'll buy them for myself. And if they never sell another copy, that's fine. But I wanted tools. And I found that KDP, which is, low content books publishing through Kindle. And I'm like, I want a journal, and I want a trigger journal for my shadow work. Something I can scrapbook and keep and put on a shelf, and I'll have it forever. And so I've been in, go check it out. Just Google, not Google, go to Amazon and type in Tracy Frick and see what's there. And there are some that I'm creating that aren't there yet, but if they get approved, they'll be there too. So if you could use some tools, they're very, very affordable. It's like, you know, buying an exotic coffee. Go check it out. And oh, and don't forget June 30th, I'm going to do another live. When is the next moon? Hold on, guys. I got to look at something. All right. So right now we are on the 10th. The next moon is on the 23rd. That's the full moon. So no, it's not. I was thinking maybe we could do our next live and do the drawing, but it's not close enough to the 30th. So we're going to have to wait on that. But anyhow, if you've ordered a private reading, or if you've donated a deck or candles or crystals, or joined over on Patreon, or ordered a copy of my Twin Flame Journal, any way you support my mission monetarily, those, I'm going to go back and write down everybody that sent super chats. Every time you do that, your name is put in. And if you do it more than once, your name goes in more than once. And at the end of the month, we're going to draw, and there's over $200 worth of really cool stuff that I'm giving away. And if you want to know what that is, go look at my community tab and go back a couple. I put everything up there. All right. I do. I love you guys. I'm going now. Namaste.